This week in Mel's workshop, it's finally time to mech the mech for the prize winner from Mel's 1000 subscriber celebration giveaway.
There it's landed. So who is the lucky winner? Let's have a look, shall we? And we've got Dustin Shorter. Well done, mate. You're the lucky winner, and let me know what you want.
Dustin, the lucky giveaway winner, asked Mel to mech him a mech. So, not before time, 5 zogging months in fact. Sorry about that. Let's get meching. So after sifting through all his bits boxes, he came upon this failed attempt at starting some Orky Mek boy and thought this could be a good place to start. Those spindly chicken legs could have some potential at meching a tracked mech. And that power plant, with a bit of Orky tweaking of course, could make a decent motor to power the tracks. With the basic ideas starting to take shape in his Orky brain, it was time to find a donor body. Lo and behold, this lucky Death Skull knob stood out. Perfect size and lucky. Well, if you consider getting hacked up and shipped out as a Mech Boy prize lucky. That's the torso and motor sorted. Now for a head. So it's the big mech head from the Mega Knobs kit as a base, but with a rebreather thingy off of one of those knobs heads to filter out all those Promethean fumes from the motor strapped to his back. Added a bit of wire from the rebreather filter thingy to his mouth, and a modified thinking cap from part of the Mech Boy Umi's power plant, so he can get his brain operating all this tech. This mech was going to need a custom force field when trundling into the fray, so use this one, also from the big mech option in the Mega Knobs kit. It's a great kit for bits for the bits box. Then hacked, chopped and pinned the chicken legs to fit around the tracks, which were looted from the Galvanic Servo Haulers terrain kit and stuck together to form one large track. Also used the grabbing arm from one of the haulers as a kind of power claw, with a bit of Orky refinement to the claw part. Used the right arm from the knobs kit and made him holding a screwdriver, but in the end this didn't work out too well and got hacked off. That's the beauty of kit bashing. If you don't like it, chop it off and start again. We'll come back to that bit later. But first up, it was time to fill in the void between the tracks and his, arse. So I made a kind of mudguard thingy out of plasticard to give him some undercarriage protection. With his sack and crack guard in place, that was construction pretty much complete, so time to roll out to Mel's paint shop. First up, a quick blast of high coat matte black primer, followed by a, let's just say, slightly too heavy-handed, heavy dry brush of Citadel's lead belcher. This is where the screwdriver arm problems started, with my clumsy and far too aggressive dry brushing technique. What can I say? I'm an orc. I managed to snap the screwdriver clean off and couldn't get it repaired to a standard I was happy with, so I lobbed off the entire hand and mech'd him a shooter. As it happens, I think this ended up being quite a happy accident. What do you think? I think the big old shooter balances the old model out a lot nicer than that puny old screwdriver. A quick junkyard base made with a few odds and sods laying around in Mel's yard, and some Vallejo Dark Earth texture paint, and the mech is mech'd. So, great stuff. Mech's all mech'd, base done. Now, how the hell are we going to ship this geezer all the way over to the US of A? Maybe time to start meching a shipping container to pack him off to the States. So start it off with a huge lump of insulation foam and cut it down at a rough size to fit the mech inside. And make sure you wear a mask when you're cutting this stuff. You don't want any of this crap getting in your blowhole. After I'd finished cutting, I took it outside and had at it with a stiff brush. I don't want no fake snow indoors, even though it's almost the season for it. With the foam all cut and cleaned, it was then time to stick a new blade in my small box cutter, so I could cut a hole to stick the mech in. A nice long, relatively thin and most importantly sharp blade was going to be best for this job. So I marked out the base size on top of the foam with a Sharpie and then proceeded to cut out a nice snug fit hole. Then it was just a quick test. Lovely. This kit's not going anywhere in transit. Then I glued a piece of super thin foam to a piece of cardboard that was going to act as a lid. Then I glued some corrugated cardboard to the outside for some detailing and some thin strips of cardboard for edge panels. Then just glued on a little handle for the top hatch and primed it with Vallejo matte black surface primer, inside and out. Then just a quick dry brush with Vallejo metallics and a quick dirty beaten up paint job. And that's it, shipping container and mech mech'd. I hope you like him, Dustin, and I hope he finds you in one piece on his long old trip to the US of A. Thanks very much for watching, and if you like what you've seen, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more Orky builds. Stay safe guys, and catch you on the next one.